I went to Louisiana College, got my bachelor's degree, and then went to Northwestern and got an administrative degree in student personnel services. And along that path, I've come into the path of residence life student housing. So just to give you a little information about our village, we did open in 2002, so we're at our 10-year mark, and that's exciting. Everything's still holding up really well, and we're excited about that. And almost every semester in the last 5 years, we've been able to maintain 100% occupancy. Some things that we're talking about, and I was telling Miss Leslie, I said, you know, one of the things I'm going to go with is, because somebody asked a question earlier, is I think the only thing you probably know about Bengal Village is maybe what you see in the newspaper. And that's probably not usually the most positive things. So I'm here to tell you we do have a lot of positive things going on. Unfortunately, the media doesn't cover students who are, you know, making good choices and that they're really there to learn and making great GPAs and things like that. We just have that handful of students that get covered by the media, and I'm here to tell you it is just a handful of students that make the media. So our village really is filled with a lot of great students that are there for the right reason. And so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I feel like my job is, and something that we're starting in the fall, like I feel like is really going to help our academic and our retention, because I feel like it is my job not just to collect rent and be the disciplinarian, which I get to play that role a lot, but it's also my job to help them grow as an individual and become a productive member of society. So I take my job very seriously whenever somebody does make a bad decision, when they come in, not to just give them community service, which I do, because I feel like that's important in the growth process, but also that I kind of explain why it was a bad decision, and we kind of try to learn a life lesson from it. One thing I've definitely experienced in doing student housing, and the more, I've been doing it 13 years, and the further I get into it, I notice that students come to college with no life skills. It's amazing. They can't wash clothes, they can't cook, they cannot clean, and they'll tell you, my mama did that. Well, baby, your mama's not here anymore, so you need to, some of the apartments we go into, and I don't even, like, going to an apartment and the bathtub is black. How do you bathe in that? Because you're just getting just as dirty. That's how I feel. So we have some funny moments like that where we have to explain that they don't even know where to begin to what cleaning product to use. So if you have students that are headed that way, or maybe not to us, but to other places, they need to know how to do laundry and things like that, and pick up after themselves, and unless you're going to hire a maid. That doesn't usually come along with it. But also the life skills that are very sad to see is they don't know how to dress sometimes. They don't know that it's inappropriate to go to class in your pajamas. That it's, I'm going to go talk to my professor, and I'm hoping my professor's willing to work with me, but I'm going to go dressed in my pajamas. And it's like, it's just teaching them, if you want respect, you have to go dressed in that appropriate way. I have, athletes, and then everybody else that's not an athlete. Everybody across the board, a lot of times we have lack of life skills. And so that's my goal this coming fall semester, and where we're going is to maybe help with that. Help them learn some life skills and how to be a productive citizen. If they go to one of your offices, to know how to speak to you, how to act and behave. So one of the things that we do have coming is that we are coming this fall. Every student that does enter our village, and we're trying to create an academic village, because of course that's what we're really about. The academic village that we're trying to create is going to be based on that all first-time freshmen who come into our village will have to attend tutoring. And we're working with the school on that. And so they will have to attend tutoring, maybe not in every class, but they will have to go to some tutoring sessions and kind of have some accountability there. Are you doing what you need to do? We're going to provide some opportunities to do some things like how do you have a bank account, how do you get a job, those kind of counseling sessions where they're going to have to be required to attend maybe 3 out of 5, just to kind of get them there. They'll have to meet with me regularly to make sure we're doing tutoring and we're doing those things. And I just really believe that if those students have somebody that cares about them and they're checking on them, because I see it so many times that their parents drop them off and that's it. You're kind of on your own. And I see one extreme of that, and then I do see the extreme of the helicopter parent who will not let them do anything, as far as even calling in their work orders or anything like that. But I see a lot more of the extreme of you're there, and we'll see you. And so we're hoping that with that accountability with me, that we're going to see students have better behavior because somebody's checking on them. And you know, it kind of goes, if somebody knows that you care about them, they seem to do better. And so that's our mentality, is that we hope that getting them tutoring services, which that should help grades, and with tutoring services may help them to learn how to study and things like that, that we'll see a better retention rate, but also see these students learn things that they need to learn with life skills and things like that.